Vahguru, 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 Guru, Vahguru, 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 Vahguru। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। With Vaheguru Ji's Kripa, we are on Ang 86. Our Upadesha Aap na kare, Avat Javat Janmeh Mare. A lot of times it has been seen that even with the little bit of a gyan, little bit of a wisdom we get in the path of spirituality, we start trying to give other people teachings, lecture other people. It's not bad to share your accomplishments if you have gone through a peace, to share how you achieved peace. Not bad at all. Actually, it's good. But Maharaj says, only say those things, only teach those things which you have yourself experienced. Don't become a Pandit. Pandit here is not a Brahmin or a caste or something. Pandit here is a religious scholar. Religious scholar. It can be a Hindu, it can be a Muslim, it can be a Sikh, it can be Christian. The Pandit word here, Maharaj is using it for a religious scholar. This has been seen, and all over the world, in all the religions, that these religious scholars, they teach more, but they don't walk on the path of their own teaching. Our Upadesha Apna Kare Avat Javat Janme Mare. We need a lot of wisdom of Gurbani Guru to understand this, because we get very easily impressed with the people. That's why Maharaj gave us Gurbani Guru. If you want to get impressed with anything, get impressed with the wisdom of Gurbani, not with the human beings. Same thing, Guru Amar Das Sache Pasha here he is saying in Ang 86, Slok Mahala Tija, Pandit Pad Pad Ucha Kukda, Maya Moh Pyar. Ucha here doesn't mean loud. Shouting loud meaning that they are telling other people how much knowledge they have. They're shouting about their knowledge. They're saying others, they're telling others that they have more wisdom than others. They have more intellect. They try to prove something. Pandit pad pad ucha kukda maya mo pyar. Maharaj told us, Maharaj gave us the technique on how to read Gurbani, how to do meditation, how to do Simran. Maharaj says, whatever you chant, whatever you read, you have to listen from your own ears. अपने कन्ना दे नाल आप बोल सुनना. Lots of stress has been given in Gurbani about listening. सुने dukh paap ka nas. That when you will listen, your pain will go away. But when we are chanting or we are reading Gurbani loud, but we are not listening Gurbani, our mind is somewhere else. That's why we have to chant, we have to meditate, we have to do japa with gyan, with the wisdom. Har cheez which wisdom. We have to read Gurbani with wisdom. We have to understand that just by reading loud or saying the words in loud way, it's not going to help neither us nor others. It will only help when we will listen to the sermon, listen to the message, listen to the Gurbani. Pandit pad pad ucha kukda maya mo pyar. And when they are just doing it without the gyan, without the wisdom, it is just and just that they are drenched in maya. This is what happens. I remember when I was young, we used to have a taramshal in front of our house. I'm talking about older part of Amritsar village area where you used to have taramshal. And then if you belong to Punjab villages, every small gurdwaras have in the villages, they used to have some small gurdwara or a taramshal where they used to have a loudspeaker. Where they used to have a loudspeaker. And in the loudspeaker, early in the morning, there will be a loud voice of Gurbani coming. Yes, it is good, but sometimes it becomes a noise because nobody is listening. And the Granthi Saban is also saying it loud just to tell everybody that he is awake and he is reading Gurbani. Same thing happens in Masjid also. The Mullah will say very loud. One way these things were meant to do good for the community so that everybody wakes up, it's early in the morning, and then they start connecting with Guru. But it has become a ritual. It has become a ritual. There are probably very few Gurdwaras where actually this has been used to actually listen with love. The Gurbani is heard with love, sung with love. Because at the end of the day, it's all about love. So same thing Maharaj is saying here, Pandit pad pad ucha kukda maya mo pyar. The love of duality is there. Maya's duality is there. Not to actually take a gyan, a wisdom of Gurbani, but to show others that they are reading Gurbani or they are reading scriptures. They are doing namaz, right? And in the night, our house had a same wall touched with the temple also, a mandir also. And there sometimes they used to have jagrata. All night there will be people who are singing the religious hymns. But then you will hear that they are actually not all, I should not say everybody, not all people are actually listening to the religious hymns, are busy in the love, but it has more become a kind of a ritual. Maharaj is not saying don't do this. Maharaj is saying do everything with the love, with the gyan. Take a gyan, take a wisdom out of it. So in every religion, there is something like that. Antar Brahmana Chinai, Man Murakh Gavar. The really what you need to do, you were supposed to do was Antar Brahmana Chinai. Chinai meaning recognizing yourself from inside, who you are. You are not this physical body, you live in this physical body. But what is your reality? Nanak Gurmukh aap pachane, Prabh jaise abinasi. Guru Nanak Dev Ji tells us that you have to recognize, and when you'll recognize yourself, you'll find you are just like Vaheguru. Same thing Maharaj is saying. Guru Amardas Sache Pasha, Antar Brahmana Chinai, Man Murak Guvar. You are not recognizing yourself. That you are just like Brahm, just like Vaheguru. Antar Brahma na Chinai, Man Murak Gavar. You are a fool. You are Gavar, ignorant. Antar Brahmana Chinai, Man Murak Gavar. Duje Pae Jagat Parbodh da. Na bujai bichar. The same thing. You are living in duality of Maya. You are ready to give the sermons to others. You are ready to teach others. But you yourself don't follow. Na bujai bichar. कहते आप तो सुनदा नहीं तू. अवर उपदेश आप ना करे. आवत जावत जन्मे मरे. दूजे पाए जगत प्रभोपदा. Whatever we give the sermon, especially in the stage of Satguru, when you get a mic in a religious place, in a spiritual place, you have a responsibility. You don't say those things which you have not accomplished, you have not achieved. It's very easy to say, oh, I have merged in Vaheguru. But have you really? And this is what is happening in every different religion or a spiritual path. People are falsely claiming things. And when the people who are listening to it, they start sometimes believing in it. And when they start believing on a human being, they start getting connected with that human being. And then that human being will misuse their love in any way, shape, or form by using 5 thieves. Kam, Krodh, Lo, Moh, Hankar. They will use every aspect. They will loot money from you. They will do bad things with you. And then you think, oh, these are the kind of the religious people. This is the reason Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj gave us Tan Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. He said, from today, your Guru is this Gurbani. Bani Guru, Guru hai Bani, which Bani Amrit Sare, Gurbani kahe, Sevak Jan Mane, Pratak Guru Nisthare. Only Gurbani, not a human being. Human being is just an instrumental out there. The scriptures are the real Guru. So if you want to get connected with somebody, if you want to love somebody physically, love Gurbani. Love Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. Birtha Janam Gavaya Mar Jamme Varo Var. But if we live in duality and keep on teaching others and don't follow ourselves, same thing. Avat Javat Janme Mare. Birtha Janam Gavaya Mar Jamme Varo Var. We will come in reincarnation. So very important. Whatever we have experienced, if with Vaheguruji's Kirpa, we have come to the Sachi Sangat, and Sachi Sangat gives us peace, And then we have learned how to do Sasgra Simran with Vaheguru Ji's Kirpa, and we have started doing Sasgra Simran. And the mind is going in peace. That's it. Just only talk about that. Don't go beyond that. If you have started listening to Anhat Shabad, share that, hey, when I did a Sasgra Simran, my mind went into peace. I went into Sun Samad and I started listening to the Anhat Shabad. Share with others. Only share up till the point what you have experienced. And if you are doing a vichar of Gurbani and sometimes some things will come which you have not experienced, it's okay to share openly. Say, Gurbani says this, but I have not experienced it. It is okay. But don't make other people fool. That's what, because that's what Maharaj is saying. Antar Brahmana Chinai Man Murak Gavar. They themselves are Gavar. They are Murak because they are not recognizing the Vaheguru inside them. These religious scholars. But they are ready to preach, ready to share everything as if they have experienced. Same thing applies to all of us. We have to make sure we only share those things with others which we have experienced it. If we don't know something, it is okay to say, no, I don't know. Maybe Maharaj will do a kirpa on me, and one day even I will know that. Because Maharaj has written, what Maharaj has written, what Guru Sahib has written, it is the truth. It's Turki Bani. It's directly coming from Vaheguru. Mahalla Tija, Jinni Satgur Sevya, Tinni Nao Paya, Bujo Kar Bichar. If you want to receive Naam, if you want to receive Shabad, the Anhat Shabad, the Prakash, the Jot, then you have to do the Seva of Satguru. Without doing Seva of Satguru, you cannot receive Naam. Because this formless Satguru, the Satguruji who doesn't have a form, he is the only one who can give you the Naam, nobody else. And that Satguruji is sitting inside you, he is living inside you. Eko Naam Hukam hai, Nanak Satgur diya bujhaye jiyo. Only Satguruji can give you. And that Satguruji is inside you in the form of Jot. Sab mein Jot, Jot hai soe, tisde chanan, sab mein chanan hoye. Jinni Satgur Seva, and we have to do his Seva. How we do the Seva? Har ki tehel kamavani, japiye prab ka naam. By doing Gur Shabad Jap. Wah, Guru, Wah, Guru, Wah, Gur Shabdi, Gobind Gajya. From Guru's Shabad, we will hear the sound of Gobind also. Why? Gobind, 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 Kare Din Rati, Gobind Shabad Sunavanya. Day and night, we have to do Wah, Guru, Wah, Guru, Wah, Guru. Then we will hear the Shabad also. Satguru's Shabad also. The voice of Satguru also. And that is not going to come from outside. It is going to come from inside. Jinni Satgur Sevya, Tinni now Paya. You will receive that now from inside you. Bujo Kar Bichar. Kende bujlo. Find it. How? By going inside. By listening to your own voice first. By reading Gurbani. Gyan of Gurbani Guru is very important. Gyan of the wisdom of Gurbani Guru is very important. Read Gurbani as much as you want. But don't just read it. Listen to it and do practical of it. Do Ardas Benti. Sada Shant Sukh Man Vasai Chuke Kook Pukar. Kende you will receive peace, Shanti. Our Hindu brothers, they say this all the time. Beautiful thing. Om Shanti Om. Because Vaheguru will only bring you Shanti, as in peace. Sada Shant Sukh man vase, man has syari. In your mind, the shanti will come, the peace will come. No longer the congestion, ਮਨ ਦਾ ਰੋਲਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਖਤਮ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗਾ ਮਨ ਦਾ ਰੋਲਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵਾ ਖਤਮ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗਾ all the congestion all the sound all the kook will go away ਚੁੱਕਾ kook ਪੁਕਾਰ you know when on the weekend you are driving on the freeway is all empty and you love your drive but in the peak hours in the business hours when you're driving it is so much congestion you can't even move same thing about our mind. Our mind has too many thoughts. And when these thoughts will be gone with the power of Sadguru, with Guru Shabad's job, then mind will go in peace with chanting. That's why we go from multiple thoughts to one thought. Vah, Guru, Vah, Guru, Vah, Guru. Chuka, Kuk Pukar. That all this noise, all these cries, everything in your mind will go away and your mind will go in peace. आपे नु आप खाए मन खाए आपे नु आप खाए मन निर्मल होवे गुर शब्दी विचार. आपे नु आप means home our अपनापन our home our ego will go away. That's a nishani. When you will walk more and more on this path, slowly and slowly, your home, your ego will start going less and less and less. And with Vaiguruji's Kripa, maybe the day will come when it will go away fully. But that day will be you are merged in Vaiguru. So if you have not merged in Vaiguru, for example, I have not merged with Vaiguru, that means I still have some home. I remember one day, this Gurmukh Pyare, very nice Gurmukh Pyare, he came to me, he said, you know what, with Vaiguruji's Kripa, I don't have a home anymore. I said, then that's very good news. Then you must have met Vaiguru. Then you have merged in Vaiguru. And he started laughing. Sometimes we think that our home has gone away. But Sukham home is very difficult to go away. What is Sukham or a subtle home? These little bit thoughts in our head. Sometimes when we are doing Bhakti, also when we start doing Amrit Vela also, it should be a blessing. But thought will come because these 5 thieves are very active. They will give the thoughts. See, now you do Amrit Vela. You have so much kirpa. You are better than others. The moment you start getting these thoughts, that home will start coming. So home is very sukham. We have to be very careful about it. And we have to keep on taking Gur Shabdi Vichar, Guru's Shabad, Gurbani, Guru's Vichar all the time. Simran all the time. Wisdom of Guru all the time. Listening to the Kirtan all the time. Then what will happen? Man nirmal hoye. Mind will become pure. आपे नु आप खाए मन निर्मल होए मन निर्मल होवे गुर शब्दी विचार मन निर्मल होवे. When the home goes away, then mind is pure, not before that. Gur Shabdi Vichar. And it is not by just saying my ego has gone away. You will know when your ego will go away. You will have no pain in your mind. There will be no thoughts left. Nanak Shabad Rate Se Mukta Hai. And they, the ones who are imbued in the Shabad, they are keep on listening to. First, we have to do the Gur Shabad job. And then when the stage comes that when you have received the Naam, received the Shabad, the cosmic sound, when you keep on listening, then Maharaj kende fir ki karna hai? Shabad Rate. Then you have to keep on listening. Whenever you sit, after doing Sasgra Simran for 1 hour, 1.5 hours, your mind is going in peace. Start doing Antargat Simran. Inside. Rasna is, the tongue is chanting, chanting, chanting. And after some time, the sound, the Naam, that Shabad which is inside you, the Satguru's Naam, will be very loud in your ears. When that stage comes, then we have to listen to that Shabad. We have to listen to the Shabad on the top of our head. 10 fingers top of our head. We have to listen to that Shabad. When we listen to that Shabad, 10 fingers top our head, at that point, what happens? We will become, our mind will be imbued with the Shabad then. First, ਮਨ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਰਤਿਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਵਾ ਗੁਰ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ, ਫਿਰ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ. Then whenever there is a problem and you will listen, put a dhyan on that Shabad, on that Sahaj Dhun, your mind will go in peace. You will sleep very fast. That means mind is now totally and totally attuned with that Shabad. Can they, whosoever will go in that stage, they are liberated. They are mukt from 84 lakh joon, for sure. Nanak Shabad rate se mukt hai, liberated. 84 lakh joon ch nahi aoge. Har jiyo het pyar, the love for the Vaheguru Ji. What is the other nishani of whether we are listening to a Sahaj Dhun or not? The other sign of listening to the Sahaj Dhun is, the moment you will listen to the Sahaj Dhun, your mouth will get sweet. Your tongue will start getting sweet. Amrit Ras will come. These are the signs. Nanak Shabad rate se mukt hai. And then when you are doing this, when you're listening to the Shabad, when you're going in sleep, you're going in sun, that means your mind is now liberated from 84 lakh joon. Mark my words, I'm saying 84 lakh joon. Right? You might have to still come as a human being. But other 84 lakh joon, you will not come. Nanak Shabad rate se mukt hai, har jiyo het pyar. Vaheguru Ji de naal pyar pੈ ਜਾਏਗਾ. Your jiyo, har jiyo mukat, har jiyo mukat pyar. Har jiyo, what is the last sentence? Har jiyo het pyar. Har jiyo het pyar. Maharaj naal pyar paina shuru ho jayega. So it's very important to understand that every step of the spiritual path is all about love. सिर्फ प्यार दा मसला है. पहला असी गुरु गुरबाणी नाल प्यार पाउना. First we have to love Gurbani, then we have to love Gurshabad, the Gur Mantra, then we have to love Sahaj Dhun, then we have to finally love Naad, then from the Naad, Maharaj will do a blessing and we will see Prakash, then we have to fall in love with Prakash. It's all about love, 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 every step. That's why love is the most important component. ਤੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਪਿਆਰ ਵੀ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਪਾਉਣਾ? ਮਾਲਕ ਨੇ. Malik will do the kirpa. When we will do jap lot of now, then the love component starts. Paudi, har ki seva safal hai, gurmukh pave thai. This is the seva which you have to do, which we just described. Maharaj ne sar kirpa kiti na. All the steps Maharaj told us. This is the seva which you have to do. Har ki seva safal hai. Then your life is successful. Gurmukh pave thai. Then you will become a Gurmukh and you will receive the place in the Dargah of Vaheguru. Gurmukh pave thai. Jis har pave, tis gur mile, so har naam te aaye. Can they don't think that it is so easy to receive to meet Guru, Gurbani Guru. First Gurbani Guru from outside and inside the Shabad Guru. Not easy. Very. If you have started reading the Gurbani, if you have started understanding the Gurbani, if you have started listening to the Gurbani, if you are trying to walk on the path of Gurbani, and inside the Anhad Shabad is there, very fortunate. It is because Vaheguruji wanted it. That is a sign that Vaheguruji is calling you. Mere man pradeshi be pyare aao kare. He's calling you. Come, my foreigner mind. This is not your real home. This world is not your real home. Har ki seva safal hai, gurmukh pave thaye, jis har pave, tis gur mile. Una nu guru milda hai. So har naam te aaye. And then, when you have received this naam, this Shabad, and you have started listening to it, lot of Gurmukh Pyare they hear the Shabad, but they don't listen to it. Just like you have to spend 1.5 hour, and this is only for the Abhyasis, not for the newcomers. If you are a Abhyasi and you are doing couple of hours of Simran, then start adding at least minimum after doing the Simran, half an hour of Antargat Simran, and then half an hour of listening to the Shabad, Anhat Shabad. Actually, if you're really serious about meeting Vaheguru, then whatever time in the night, just sit on your chair, put your back on the chair. This is only for listening to the Shabad. For Gurmantar Jap, don't put your back on the chair. Sit straight, be on the ground. Otherwise, you will sleep. But the moment you want to hear the Shabad, you want to go on the sun and hear the Shabad, then put your back rest, maybe a re-incliner, and start listening to the Shabad. This is another Shabad, Sahaj Tun. If you are listening to the Sahaj, if you will make this part of your bhakti, then with Vaheguruji's Kirpa, you will start seeing the darshan of Vaheguru. For sure. Naad will come, you will see the Prakash. But you have to do the mehnat. It's all hard work. Jin har pavai, tis gur milai, so har naam thai. Kende ohi naam thai hota. Duja nahi. Not anybody else. Gur shabdi har paiye. But Maharaj says, don't forget the first step. Gur Shabad. Vah, Guru, Vah, Guru. Taking the wisdom of Gurmani Guru and doing the job of Gur Shabad. Gurmantar Jap. Vaheguru Gurmantar Jap. Gur Shabdi har paiye, har par langaye. And this is the base. Gur Shabad is a jahaz. Vaheguru naam jahaz hai. जो चढ़े सोतरे पार हर पार लंगाए, then only you will go on the other side. Manhat kine na payo. And they remember, don't do manhat. Take a rest first. Whenever you have to do bhakti, couple of hours of rest is must. Don't do manhat karam. Don't be stubborn and say, no, I will do it the way I want it. Follow Gurbani. Manhat kine na payo, pucho Veda jai. Can they ask any religious books, Vedas and all? Everybody will tell you that you have to follow a particular lifestyle for that. Eat little, sleep little, right? But sleep also, but eat also. Don't say, I will not eat from today, I will only do Simran. You will get angry. 5 thieves will take over your mind. Don't say, I don't want to sleep. Still 5 thieves will take over. Eat little, sleep little, sleep little. Manhat kine na payo, pucho ved na jaye. Nanak har ki seva so kare, jis laye har laye. And that person, that jeev, that human will only do the seva if Vaheguruji want him to do the seva. If somebody says, with the manhat, with my own will, I can do the seva, no, you cannot. If you are doing the seva, always remember that it is because Vaheguruji wanted you to do the seva. That's why we have to kill our home. Cannot do anything on our own. Surrender with Vaheguruji's Kirpa. And when these thoughts come, what we do? Kam, Krodh, Ar, Lobh, Moh, Minas Jaya Hamev, Nanak, Prabhu Sharanagati, Kar Prasad Gurudev. Nanak, har ki seva so kare, jis laye har laye. If he wants us to do the seva, we will do the seva. Without his, I think somebody has a question. Vaheguruji voice cut. Is a voice breaking?
Vaheguruji, my network was not stable then.
No problem.
No problem.
Recording सुन लेना भैन जी तुसी बाद विच हां जी कोई गल
जी
हां जी ठीक है जी सो वही सेवा कर सकता है only that person can do the seva if Vaikuruji wants us to do the seva. Otherwise, we cannot even do the seva. Seva can also be done only with Vaikuruji's kripa. It's all kripa, all his mercy, all his blessing. Aao ji, let's do Simran, Sasgra Simran. When we say Va, tummy in, listen to your own voice. Guru, tummy out, listen to your own voice. Va, Guru, Va, Guru, Va, Guru, Va, Guru, Va, Guru, Guru, Va, 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 Guru, Guru, Va, 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 Guru, Vahguru, 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 Guru, Vahguru, 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 Guru, Vahguru, 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 Guru, Vahguru, Vahguru, Guru, Vahguru, Guru, Vahguru, 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 Vahguru। अंतर्गत सिमरन गुरु प्यारे, Mind should chant, mind should listen. Focus on your tongue. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਹਮ ਅਵਗੁਣ ਪਰੇ ਏਕ ਗੁਣ ਨਾਹੀ, ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਛਾੜ ਬਿਖੈ ਬਿਖ ਖਾਈ। ਮਾਇਆ ਮੋਹ ਪਰਮ ਪੈ ਭੂਲੈ, ਸੁਤ ਦਾਰਾ ਸਿਉ ਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਲਗਾਈ। ਇਕ ਉੱਤਮ ਪੰਥ ਸੁਣਿਓ ਗੁਰ ਸੰਗਤ, ਤੈ ਮਿਲੰਤ ਜਮ ਤਰਾਸ ਮਿਟਾਈ। ਇਕ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਪਾਠ ਕੀਰਤ ਕੀ, ਗੁਰ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਰਾਖੋ ਸ਼ਰਨਾਈ। ਇਕ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਪਾਠ ਕੀਰਤ ਕੀ, ਗੁਰ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਰਾਖੋ ਸ਼ਰਨਾਈ। ਭੁੱਲਾਂ ਚੁੱਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਖਿਮਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਪਿਆਰਿਓ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। Time has changed, so some people get confused joining, especially if you are not from Northern America. So our time is still the same, 5 p.m. Pacific to 6 p.m. Pacific. Vaiguru Ji Ka Khalsa,